IndieGamesAAA.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Great Digital TCG Search for 2014. I am your host, PDM, and today I'm bringing you some game called Scrolls. Scrolls is from Mojang, the people who made Minecraft. You may recognize that game. If you don't, good for you. You've probably been in a research library somewhere. This is a card game that I am doing. This is Group B, I believe, or C. It doesn't really matter. This is this week's matchup. The first game in this matchup, facing up against Pox Nora. Scrolls is a grid-based card game with a collectible twist. So let's get right into it. I don't want to mess around. I don't want to screw around at all. Now I'm playing against a computer on easy because I am that bad at this game. Okay, so you can see the map. Alright, the goal of the game is to take 3 of these totems on one side, all with 10 health, as you can see. Take them down to 0. In my hands are cards. You draw 1 a turn. You start off with 0 resources. You have to sacrifice cards to gain resources, which is an interesting mechanic. So, I hate a lot of the cards in this deck. This is not an ideal deck. This is just the pre-constructed energy deck, they call it. It's not great, but I'm also not great. So essentially, every single card has a attack value. You see it on him. A health, and the amount of time it will take between attacks. So he has exactly one more. He'll attack next turn. That's why his hex is flashing. The hex, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hex. So I gotta sacrifice. I gotta keep gaining resources. I'm gonna need that automaton eventually, though. I will scrap that one for resources. So I still can't do anything. I'm doing a lot of nothing. That's all I know. Scattergun, that's good. So I'll probably end up playing that. So I'm going to scrap that for resources. Get him behind my useless contraption. He's just going to... And also, you can move your characters exactly 1 hex, but not into an occupied space. Some units have ranged attacks, so this guy will fire from a distance. Some have to run up to attack. And then there are creatures and structures, as well as spells. This is a structure, it never attacks. As you can see, it has a timer of 0, so it'll do nothing. It has no attack value. Some structures do attack, though. It's not every structure is not that way. So this guy will be attacking on my next turn. So I want to burn a guy, I think. So I'm going to scrap that for resources, and then I'm going to burn that guy to death. Why? Because, man. Because I'm all about burning people. Sorry. So, it's probably in my best interest to move this guy here, and then he'll shoot that guy to death. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I may even burn one of the dudes to get, like, double removal going. Sure, why not? Yeah, so burn that guy. Get rid of a useless contraption. I want to get my automaton out there. So I got board position. You see that? The way the creatures are summoned are nifty. They have attack animations and stuff. He used a spell that destroyed target structure. That's what killed that. So this card decreases cooldowns by 2. I just want to play my automaton because he's a big guy. And I like big guys. Oh god. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry, people. I have a slight cold. Very slight. Don't worry, I'll be fine. So play big dude. And then end my turn. Okay, so now I can start like drawing cards. And I've pretty much reached my total curve for like getting anything done. So I really can just... You can also scrap a card to draw 2 cards. Which I may end up doing here. When tool initiates, countdown is 0, which is that. You may increase its count on 1 to increase target structure's attack by 1. Cool. 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 Okay. He's in general a pretty good character though, so let's get him out there. Probably go ahead and play this guy too, and then scrap my other one for cards. I'm gonna protect my automaton. Okay, so there's 2 more cards. Machine Priest. This guy's good with structures. This is like a real fast, it'll just attack for 4 and then destroy itself. Ether Pump's really good here. I have no way of interacting. I could try drawing cards just to see if I can get something that destroys them. Iron Ogre is one of my biggest cards though. Could play that. I really, really want to get out Ether Pump though. Protect my Duder. Whenever Ether Pump attacks, it does like a couple damage. I don't have enough to play that. Target creature gains attack equal to the number of structures on that side till the end of the turn. I have 1 structure. I could give a dude 1 extra attack. It doesn't see... Well, it might be valuable because it'll allow me to try to take out that structure in like 2 turns with that guy. There's the Scattergunner. So he's doing some pretty good damage to that middle structure. So I hate the Hell Spitter Mortar. He needs protection, and he just attacks a random tile. So often he doesn't even hit. But he's a big dude. He's got 5 attack and 6 health, which is really, really good. I think I'm gonna scrap him though to play Iron Ogre. Start getting a really, really strong attack going on that part. Yeah. Right. Okay. So he has 2 cooldowns. This guy does nothing, really. Instead of attacking, he heals all structures by, like, 1, but there are no structures on their side. So I could decrease every unit's cooldown by 1, which would allow me to destroy that, as well as doing some good damage. I think that's a good idea. The only problem is it also decreases theirs, so keep that in mind. I think I'm going to scrap that for 2 cards. So if this thing attacks, it'll deal 1 damage to everybody, and then I could actually kill both these guys. So that seems like a good idea. So this does 1 damage to target tile and each adjacent tile. And then my catapult will attack and destroy them. At least these 2. Yep. Good play. So there goes his totem. Good animation for that totem destroy. That totem takes 5. I like the priest. He throws his arms up in the air to heal. So yeah, this game should be over pretty quickly. I'll play another one. I may even try medium. So that's at 6. So this guy can start like moving, trying to get in position somewhere else. And maybe I can lay down a catapult of goo, protect that dude. It's really, if he gets an attack off, I'm good. I'm golden. I'm good as golden. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do. Boom. That dude packs a mean punch. So let's get cards for that useless contraption. See if we can end the game here. I don't know if I can. Considering that guy's totally out of position. He'll just attack nothing. I'll move this guy over, so we'll go kill something. Move this guy over. I really want to destroy this thing, but I don't think I can. Well, I can move that guy. So we can get some good damage on that. I don't mind this guy sticking around and destroying my catapult of goo. So he'll kill him. That guy can't move anymore. I don't think any of these are that good. Any of these cards. Really, we're not right now. That was a bad play. That's just me not thinking. I'm gonna make him disregard the next attack he takes, so that should just completely nullify that thing. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna hold on to these. So, boom, pow, 5 damage to that totem. Yep, see that took 0 damage. Great play, me. All units with ranged and lobber have their attack cooldown decreased by 2. Seems pretty solid. It should allow me to destroy at least one structure. Yeah, that should do it. Let's just throw a couple more, just to be sure. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. Man, I just used so much more time than that guy. Okay. So, I earned some slight rewards for that. After I play one more match, I'll show you what opening packs is like. I'm not going to play any multiplayer matches right now. But if you can see, they give some explanations. Like, testing grounds is like their way of, like, because this is currently in beta, their way of kind of testing like different match types. So, Wild is one of the resources they're testing in there. Then there's Judgment. You need 800 gold. I have 658 to create a Judgment deck. This is similar to Hearthstone in a way. You get a series of matches. So you get 4 groups of scrolls, or groups of 4 scrolls, and you need to build 45 scrolls. And then you use 30 scrolls in a deck. So then there's prizes. So that's pretty cool. It seems like a good way to kind of try scrolls. I have a notification. Achievement earned. 100 gold. Win 5 matches. Yay! Okay. Trials are like their kind of campaign thing. Quick match is what I'm doing. And then there's the tutorial. And then, of course, ranked match. So I'll play one against a medium computer. So let's see. We got Gravelock Raider's like not super good, but I'll probably scrap something to play him. So the maps change too. This one's prettier, as far as I'm concerned. So I need more resources, but I also am not drawing super well. Yep. Boom! Okay, this guy's done. Done, I say. Ducal Infantrymen. Ducal? I'll probably go ahead and burn him to death. And it draws me a card, which is nice. I really like Inferno Blast. I think that's one of the better cards in the deck. Let's get rid of plating. For resource. I'm just building resources. Sure, he receives 2 damage before his next attack. So the next time he attacks, 2 damage is what he's gonna get. I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy. Keep him moving. Oh, he resummoned that unit. See? Look at that strat. Okay, I'm gonna draw a couple cards. Both these are pretty bad right now. Actually, none of these are that good. Great. Okay. Let's go do some damage. He's definitely playing more dudes than I am. It may just be like an observation. Yeah, this is bad. Put this guy out there. And I think one of these guys should die at least. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to do right now. So, it's my turn. No, you gave him 1 attack and +2 health. No! Darn it. At least I can spark him to death. Boom! Strategy. Put out a second catapult of goo. Problem is that guy's just gonna attack and kill whatever. I can't move. You can't move structures unless you have certain cards. I need more cards. Like, I need to draw something. This is bad. Boom. Ouch. Get ether pump out there. I really like ether pump, if you couldn't tell. I may just have to lose that thing. Could make them all take 1 damage, but it feels useless right now. That was a nice attack. Yeah, they need to get out of the way of that catapult of goo. See, like, Inferno Blasting without the intention of killing anything just feels wrong. Need more cards? Just need something. Something that does anything. Would be beautiful. Boom. So much goo. Oh no, he put one of my dudes in a different place. Ugh, you jerk. Ouch. This is going poorly. Sure. I just want something to happen. More cards. Oh my god. Please, anything. That gooey catapult. We still had that for 4. Sure, you disregard the next damage you take. I don't want to decrease cooldowns, it sounds like a really bad idea. Nice. That useless contraption is just doing work. I could bombard to make sure that structure dies. Shouldn't be like the worst play. It would also allow me to maybe kill one of his dudes. I think I'm gonna do that. Because that'll attack. And and that'll die, which is good. And I'll come like one away from killing this thing. Let's grab 2 cards. The Destroyer. Great. I could rig that, so when it's destroyed, whoever destroys it takes a bunch of damage. I still have hope, guys. I have the most dangerous thing you've ever heard of. Hope. What does he do? Countdown to 0, you may sacrifice him to deal 2 damage. Right, that was what it said. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Oops. It's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, no. Good for him. Any cards? Always running out of cards. Protect that thing. That should kill that. This is a very offensive item. So we'll see if they react to it. They being the computer. A double attack though. Did a little bit of damage. I just need to do like 1 damage to that guy. Okay, well, that'll kill that. He will kill him. I might be okay. Scattergunner's pretty good. I guess I'll just play him behind the goo. Sure. Nice shot. I'm doing better than I thought I would be. But he has 8 scrolls available. What is he going to use them for? Yeah. I just like randomly attacking tiles. I think that's my favorite mechanic. Yet, I'm going to sacrifice it for cards, because I'm a fool. Yeah, it's so useless. God. That may be a bad play. Who knows? I don't. Opponent structures take 3 damage. Oh, he has no structures. That would be a good card to trash next turn. No! Why would he do that? Oh, that jerk. That's insufferable jerk. Swap's good. Never heard of it. It's good though. This will let me draw cards, so that seems worth it. You draw me 2 cards. Oh, finally, a cannon automaton. Let's kill this thing. A totem. What's that? Draw 2 scrolls, your idols are healed by 1, all your units are healed by 1, increase order by 1. What? Oh man, orders his type of scrolls. Man. Good for him. So I have no way to protect this thing, and that worries me. Worries me a lot. Guess I could just play him there. I hope nobody finds him. Okay. That should be good. That's still rigged. Okay. Boom. Ah man, so many cards. just go real aggressive on this end of the table. Just hope we can out-duel them. Goodly, goodly. That's such a long cooldown on those two dudes. So this guy is relentless, which means blocking units destroyed, continues to attack. You get it. I have a useless contraption. I could play that there, move this guy there. Yeah, okay. Then play another cannon. He'll be kind of like cornered in if I lay him there. Put it behind him. Then I have Fury next turn, which could allow all my people to attack, which will be really good. So yeah, that'll allow everything I own to attack, I believe. Which should destroy a few things. See if we can get something else that helps. That dude needs to disregard the next attack he takes. Let's have everything take 3 damage, all his structures. That's good. That dude will just keep punching things. Yeah, that'll blow some stuff up. Yeah, that was an excellent turn. So one of the things I'm noticing is it's very, very difficult to it's difficult to like lose card advantage. I'm not sure what happens when your deck runs out, though, to be honest. I've never run into it. I never liked this one that much. Be nice to get like some kind of defense out there, just to help out. Could just go super aggressive. It's only till end of turn, which is useless right now. It'll be good on him though, if I had more structures, that is. I like just this mass that's just forming in the middle. I'm just gonna draw 2. So this guy's attacking. This guy is attacking. He'll just destroy that structure. He's just gonna kill that. That guy's a 5/5 now? It's crazy. I could get a copper automaton out there. It would help me, like, try to destroy this. I think that's all I want to do for it. He's down to 2. You increased everything's cooldown, I think. Or, oh, target unit, right? Yeah. Okay. So actually, if I can give I could give him extra attack, either one of these guys, that structure falls. Which seems worth it, because all I'll be losing is that. So, I'm gonna do it. Alright, then we'll... If I spark that guy, and then concentrate fire, he'll die. game's just about over. What is he? Spiky 2? Was attacked in melee. Royal Spearman deals 2 damage to attack the unit. Okay. So I need to deal 6 to that. I should just be able to do it. See if I can get something to guarantee it. Yeah, he'll double. Take 2 attacks, sir. Go for it. Boom. Boom. Victory! Hurrah! I won twice today. 79 victory. 20 completion. 30 idols. I got 129. 129 gold. Okay, so that is gameplay of Scrolls. Alright? Here's what I think about the gameplay. It is definitely way different than any other TCG I've played. It looks gorgeous. I've got to give Mojang that. Like, beyond anything else, this may be the best looking game I've played so far. I mean, the animated characters, the attack animations, that stuff is fantastic. Like, really, really incredible. And in terms of, like, sacrificing scrolls for resources, drawing cards, I feel like that takes away from the micromanagement that I like doing in these games. The idea of card advantage, you know, like, utilizing resources, holding back cards, that kind of thing is, like, really, really substantial in the other card games, and it may be very present in this game, but it seems like it is ruined from the fact that you could draw cards whenever. I've never liked that in games that much. I don't like when games just allow you to kind of get as many cards as you want, and that has always been bothersome. Creatures are interesting, they're well designed. In terms of game length, I think that's where my other biggest difficulty comes in, is that the games are not fast. The games are, in fact, very slow, and it feels like you need to be sitting at a computer to play them properly. I honestly, I can see how you could play it on like a tablet or a touchscreen device, but I'm not particularly sure I'd enjoy it. Not to mention it has to boot out of its own client, much like Hearthstone. But Hearthstone boots to that the touchscreen stuff, and it works well. So matches typically in this seem to take 15 to 20 minutes. I'm looking for 5 to 10 minute matches, which may be selfish, but other than that, it seems great. There's a lot of game modes. Testing Grounds sounds really interesting, and that's great. Judgment also. I always enjoy like the drafting style in these games, and the fact that some of these digital games have them built in. Hearthstone, Scrolls, Soulforge, all of like built-in drafts, which are really, really neat ideas. So I guess the other thing I should get into is I'll show you all the tabs up here. So here's the deck builder, pretty simple. So you can look at your copies of cards, drag them down, you know, build your deck. Then I think you can just have them organized, yeah, like that. So there are 4 different factions. You can see them. I play Energy because that is like your fast red burn faction, although it doesn't play quite as fast as I'd like. And then you have, you know, your green faction, your creatures, your blue, which is more your control, so on and so forth. One of my biggest issues so far has been that I wasn't able to experiment with all the types of decks because I felt funneled into just one pre-constructed deck that kind of give you off the bat. Now, I guess I'll skip crafting real quick and go to the store. You can get a scroll pack for 1,000, explorers pack for 1,200, one random scroll, and then you can get a decay, order, growth, or energy scroll. And I will buy one of those here in a second. Just for me, they have some just specific cards they're selling in the store. Then they also have kind of your pre-constructed decks, right? So, like, you can see what it is in that deck, and then buy it. which those are nice, but cost a ton of gold. So if you were really, really interested, you could do that. And then there's avatars. I'll show you my avatar here in a second. You probably saw in that last game. So I guess let's buy one of these energy scrolls, since that's the faction I play. So I got another copper automaton. And I'm just gonna spend all my money here. I got a power trip. Increase your current energy by 6. I got one of these metal hearts. And that's it. So I'm not sure I can craft with those. I tested crafting earlier. I'm fairly certain I don't have what it takes to craft right now. Which is like 3 copies of a card. I have 2 of that one. Not 3 though. And some of them are locked because they were in my pre-constructed deck, so I cannot craft with those. So essentially, though, I looked it up. You will sacrifice 2 copies of the scroll and then one more of it, and it will upgrade the 1 copy. So you lose 2 copies, keep 1. And that will like give it a new border. And eventually, when you upgrade it to like its full level, which I think is level 3. It'll give you bonuses at the end of the match, like the maximum bonus you can have at the end of a match to all your gold and stuff is 50%. So, hypothetically, if you play this game enough, you will find yourself gaining more and more rewards as things go on, which is cool. Then, beyond that, you have your profile, which is where you can edit your avatar. So you can see, you can edit its head. Give it some, just fisting up, nice robes, some bare legs, or you could just look at the sets. Yeah, that guy. Sure. And then you can look at your achievements. Win 5 matches, respect your elders, blah blah blah. Lose 2 idols and come back and win a game. I lived it. Okay, so yeah, I guess that is generally what is Scrolls. It is the only game I've covered so far that costs money. The only game I had to buy to get access to. These games seem to be very popular in terms of like being free to play, so it's interesting to see one that has a paywall in front of a paywall, you know? So you first have to buy the game, and then you could buy cards, and that feels weird to me. So it's one of the hardest to access, but once you buy into it, it seems like you can kind of subsist on simply buying single scrolls. The design is great. It plays well. There's not many glitches. And it may be perfect for those who are looking for it. I'm curious to see if it's something that I desire playing more. Now, it's facing next week's games, Pax Nora, which I also don't know much about. So this is going to be one of the more interesting matchups, I think, of the entire series that I'm doing. But I've really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed showing you guys Scrolls. I'll be back next week with Pax Nora. And until then, you can check out the other 6 videos in the series. And we're winding down the Elite 8 and about to get in the Final 4. Only a few more matches left before we get into that great Final 4. And I hope, express your opinions on Scrolls. I'd like to hear from people who have played the game, extensively. Because obviously I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with any of these games. And maybe you can point me to some things I didn't know about, and I'd appreciate that. If you'd like to contact me directly, you can hit me at IndiePD on Twitter, or you can email me at pete@indiegamestriple-a.com, and go check out indiegamestriple-a.com. It's great, lots of content going up there all the time. But beyond that, thank you for watching. I hope I see you again next week. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.